to Not a Couple Special Video Edition!
Yay!
Yay!
I'm Matthew.
I'm Tess.
And I'm Eliza!
And she left.
And she's gone.
She's gone forever.
If we're not mean to her, she'll just stay for the whole podcast. And she's a cat.
We're so weird that we had to lure her in here with like a cup of ice water.
Shan the non-believer. Shan. Thanks for being with us the last year as we've gone through seasons 1 and 2 of Will and Grace.
1 and 2. We have props.
We have props because we're live.
We're live. We're doing.
We're not live. This is not live. This is live like a late night show where they're like, it's Jimmy Kimmel live.
We recorded it 6 hours ago.
Right,
it was live then.
Right. It was live then. That's sort of like our motto for this video podcast.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're coming to you live from Matthew's bed.
Yes, the least sexually charged room in the house. We thought that would be appropriate for our not a couple relationship.
Yep.
So for this week's episode, we asked you to give us feedback of what you wanted.
And you didn't.
Yay! So now you have to watch us do weird stuff.
Yep. So we're gonna ask each other lots of questions.
Yep. So what we decided to do is, Tess is a big fan of other YouTube videos like this where roommates kind of get on camera and ask each other questions from, what's it called?
It's called the roommate tag.
The roommate tag.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that sounds too cute. So I came up with something really snooty and bitchy called the Proust questionnaire, which is famously devised and, well, not devised, but propagated by the famous French guy Marcel Proust, who's best known for no one having read any of his materials.
Except for that guy from Little Miss Sunshine.
Except for that guy from Little Miss Sunshine.
Which I know because one of my classes this semester has required me to refer to Little Miss Sunshine once a week.
Even though you haven't watched it yet.
I mean, I've watched it in my life, but I haven't watched it this semester. So I'm not gonna lie, when I've needed like specific examples from it, I've just like found this script online and just referenced the script, and I've watched like 2 clips.
I'm sending this right to your professor as soon as we start recording it.
Do it.
So
I have an A in the class so far.
Tess's professor, congratulations on being the first person to see this video of Tess admitting that she hasn't done anything in the class.
I'm not saying I haven't done the homework. I've done the homework. I just haven't seen the movie.
Alright, I'm going first because I'm older.
Yes, you are.
I'm this many.
You're gonna die first.
You be nice to me.
No.
Alright. Snooty question number 1. What talent would you most like to have?
I would really like to be very good at like learning languages. Because that is not a talent I have. I'm super bad at learning languages. So I would like to be a polyglot.
Okay.
I don't speak any other languages other than English, and I would super like to, but I've really struggled in language classes before, so I would like to just suddenly be good at that.
That would be kind of nice.
I think that'd be cool.
Make it easy for you to travel.
Yeah, like I know a tiny bit of German, and I was in Switzerland once, and like I tried so hard, but Swiss German is not the same as like German.
That's weird.
It's like a very specific dialect, and yeah, so basically like they took pity on me immediately. They were like, you could just speak English, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I was trying to order an ice cream, but it's alright. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did we know each other before we became roommates?
Tess, that's a really weird question for you to ask. I mean, don't you know the answer?
Answer the question, I don't know.
Yes, we met actually in Tess's freshman year and my sophomore year of high school.
Yep.
And we were in a production of Arsenic and Old Lace.
We were in a play together.
Yes, it's a play. The play is the thing. I played Dr. Einstein.
And I played Aunt Martha, who is a murderous old lady.
And I was a murderous old man.
Yeah.
It was a match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven.
It's very beautiful.
Anyways.
I had a bad accent.
Yeah, he did. But, okay, so real first question. What was your first impression of me when we first met?
When we first met, I don't know, you were like a freshman. You seemed kind of like nice and sweet. I know you hated me.
I did. So I really didn't like you.
That's your answer to the question.
Well, I just didn't like you because you came in and you were all like, I'm a sophomore and I've done a play before.
I've done several plays before, in fact. I was in a lot of plays when I was a lot younger. Like, I think my first play was when I was in like 5th or 6th grade.
Aww.
I'd recently played Oliver in a production of Oliver, like Oliver Twist.
No. Was that the one where your mom had to put the contacts into your eyeballs?
No, yes. Yes. The other one was the one where they just let me have glasses anachronistically. That one was the one where my mother did have to forcibly put the contacts in my eyeballs, yes.
And how old were you at this time?
14.
Well, wasn't 14 also the age that you were telling us recently that you went to a Mexican resort and demanded to have a grilled cheese for breakfast?
I just didn't want eggs or bacon. That's not ridiculous. It's not my fault they didn't know what a quesadilla was in Mexico.
That's not a Mexican food item.
How was I supposed to know? I have a new question.
Okay, you ask another question.
Okay. What is it that you most dislike?
Ooh, I have a lot of pet peeves.
Yeah, no
kidding. A lot of pet peeves.
Oh, this is fun because I can actually stare into the camera like Jim on The Office.
Fuck you. Fuck your face. I really get irritated when people disregard grammar as a general rule, but I think the thing I hate most are entitled white boys. Because they are always messaging me on OkCupid, and I would like them to stop. No, but they'll like literally I remember once I got this message from someone who was like, do you want to suck my big 5-inch dick? And I'm like,
oh.
And my response
Can you say that on YouTube?
Yeah, you can. And my response was, 5 inches isn't that big, and then I took a picture of him and posted it on Instagram. So if you ever follow me on Instagram, you will occasionally come across people who I have shamed after they've messaged me on OkCupid. And then I linked my OkCupid to my Instagram so that if that happens, they can see it. They can see it happen. Yeah. What is one thing that bothers your roommate that you do? So
what is one thing that bothers you that I do?
Yeah.
Do I have to pick one thing?
Just one thing. That's the question. One thing.
Probably one thing that I do that bothers you the most is I leave ketchup on plates before I put them in the dishwasher. The sink.
That's the thing, is we don't have a dishwasher. Like, I wouldn't care if we had a dishwasher.
Right.
But the dishwasher is me.
Because
and you.
You grew up, like, with Chicago parents, so that's why you don't like ketchup. You don't have, like, a ketchup-y aversion or something.
No, that's not that. I have no problem with eating ketchup. My problem is that when you leave ketchup on a plate and it sits there for a while, it gets, congealed and icky.
Just run it under the sink.
But it doesn't always go away. And then it smells. It smells real bad.
Tess has a super nose.
I do not have a super nose.
Tess could smell Parkinson's.
I cannot technically smell Parkinson's.
Alright, new question for me.
Okay.
Who are your heroes in real life?
Like my mom.
Ugh. No, it's actually really cute.
No, my mom is just a very admirable person, I think.
And you and your mom have a really good relationship.
Yeah. But also, just feminism. Everyone who does feminism is my hero. And also John Oliver. I have a lot of weird things that qualify you as a hero. But John Oliver is just he's one of those privileged white people who uses their privilege for good, and I find that incredibly admirable, so I like that a lot.
And sexy?
He's sexy, he's got the dimples, and he's so British. I love a good English accent. The
only thing Tess is more attracted to than someone who's queer is someone who's British.
If they're queer and British, I'm just getting naked.
Mm-hmm.
It's just yeah.
Don't take your clothes off on this podcast. I think we have to pay extra for that.
Yeah,
Isn't that what YouTube Red is for?
No, that's RedTube. You confused them.
Right. Yes.
YouTube Red is not that. So my question for you is, what do we usually fight about?
Well, the thing we probably most fight about is our own problems externalized onto the other person. But other than that, not laundry, but dishes.
Dishes?
Yeah, but other than our own personal baggage, which is 90%, I'd say
we
dishes.
We have such a hippie-ass relationship that it's our arguments are more I really don't feel like you're hearing my soul.
Yeah, except usually you yell at it a much louder volume.
I really don't feel like you're hearing my soul!
I mean, I think that's probably what most people's fights are mostly about, that they're about themselves.
Their own internal...
Right.
Stuff.
I think the difference is that since we're just friends and we're not banging, we can't get distracted and start screwing. Yeah. And then completely ignore the problem. We have to keep talking about it. So I feel we've gotten to a great point of self-awareness, if not self-improvement. New question from me. What is the quality you most like in a man?
In a man? I like them to not be entitled.
Okay.
That's number one.
Right.
I don't know. I kind of like dudes who are not weirded out by sensitivity. Mm-hmm. Dudes who are funny.
Yeah.
I like guys that give a shit about women's issues. Mm-hmm. Just in general. If you're not down to clown in all of this.
You hear that, men of the world? If you're not down to clown.
What? Is this an X?
I just drew an X over your head. Sorry you didn't have enough spatial awareness to see that.
I couldn't tell what shape you were drawing because I was so distracted by you being all up in my face. But
follow-up question.
yes.
What is the quality you most like in a woman?
Ooh, I mean, kind of the same things. Like, I don't really like. I know.
Bisexuals, right?
I know, but like, I don't know. I just don't like women who are like really entitled. Like, I take melatonin to sleep, and the other night I tweeted this thing for my personal Twitter that was some variety of, if you had a horse in high school, I don't want to hear your opinions on healthcare.
Right.
And that's kind of how I feel about men and women in general. Like, if you had access to a horse in high school and you didn't live on like a poverty-stricken farm, like, I don't care.
What if it was like a really successful farm?
Nope.
If it's a successful farm, but they're still in the country, that's bad?
That's bad, because they probably have money.
Okay.
So, like, if you were really rich in high school, I don't care. But, like, that's the thing is, I don't like entitled people. So, like, women, I don't want them to be entitled. But I really want them to give a shit. Like, I have dated a couple of girls who are not, like, really into feminism and don't really care. And that was a huge problem. Like, that's my whole life.
Right.
So you can't just, like, fetishize my feminism.
Right.
So,
it's like, well, I care about feminism now that, like, I care about you.
right. And
Who
it's
cares
like,
about feminism?
that's not cool. I
Right.
don't like that. I don't want it. Please stop. Oh, God, why?
Now, just remember that Tess is bisexual, so just, like, men and women of the world, like,
Hit me up.
I'm voguing for you. I don't know if we want to keep this. I don't know what my hands look like.
This is good. This is fine.
Alright, your turn to ask questions.
Okay. Who spends most time getting ready in the morning?
Well, we don't actually know the answer to that because Tess gets up before me, and I don't know when she leaves because I'm still in the shower. So I guess we should just leave it at that.
It's you.
We don't objectively know that.
It's definitely you.
Okay, maybe it's me a little bit.
I just mean, like, whenever it's, like, a weekend and we're both going somewhere, like, you take a 45-minute long shower.
Well, the weekend I don't have anywhere to go, so, like, I enjoy myself. Not like that! I like the sensation of being in the shower.
Definitely like that.
Oh my god!
He's masturbating in the shower.
I am not masturbating in the shower. You were gonna get us thrown off YouTube. You and your potty mouth.
I mean, we're not going to get thrown off YouTube for this. If anything, we're getting thrown off of YouTube for the video that we made called the Bechdel test, where I spliced together a bunch of images from Fun Home and then put dun 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 music over it.
Fair. Fair. So I guess technically in a quantitative conception of time, I spend the most time getting ready in the morning. But in the sense that, like, time is a circle and we're not sure if it's linear or not, I mean, who's to say?
It's still you.
We don't know that.
It's still you.
We just don't know.
It's Matthew. Matthew takes forever in the shower.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I would probably not want to be, like, plagued by depression.
Okay.
To be totally fair. Like, I guess the other thing is if I could go back in time, I would motivate myself to go on to grad school, like, at least a year earlier. Like, I'm really enjoying it, and I really enjoy my cohort, but, like, I kind of feel a little bit behind because I'm one of the older people in my class, and, like, I'm like, if I just gotten my shit together and done a year earlier, like, I could be almost done and heading into a PhD program. But that's just more of, like, time, where have you gone, sort of regret.
I think I want to have more money for cool sculpting. That sounds really intriguing. Just, like, both from an aesthetic sense where I could, like, lose the love handles, but also, like, I'm just really fascinated by the concept
Cool
of...
sculpting doesn't work!
I'm just fascinated by the idea of freezing the fat out of your skin. Like, that's just... Mentally, like, that's just fascinating. So, yeah, like, your depression in your grad school, that's really great. Myself, personally, I would take the cool sculpting money.
You don't get to have an opinion on healthcare anymore, either.
I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us.
Okay.
Just get this food for me, essentially, like, rubbing my lips.
I mean, I'm not gonna be mad if you say naps.
But that's not something I just noticed. Like, I knew that you took naps all the time.
What is the one rule you have about living together?
Well, you know about the poop rule.
It's the poop rule.
We don't talk about poop.
We don't talk about poop.
We also have the bisexuals rule.
Yes.
Which is that it's not really like a living together rule, but I think we've established it since living together, right?
It's become more established in living together because it wasn't as much of a problem.
Right. If I find a bisexual guy on, like, OkCupid or, like, Grindr or, like, in real life, like, you know, something really obscure like real life, then I have to pass the test first to either say yes or no or actively try to pursue for a date.
Yes.
Because it's not fair. She never meets any bisexual guys.
I never meet any bisexual guys.
Like, I have to at least give her, like, an up-down vote.
Yeah, it's very simple. And normally I pass because they're not my type. But it's nice of you to do.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually pass on me, too, just for the record. This will be great. This is great. No, don't squeeze my boob! On what occasions do you lie?
I am not revealing that. I am a Slytherin. Are you fucking kidding me? No.
Okay, your turn.
I'm not telling you shit. Favorite things to do together. What are your favorite things that we do together?
I like it when we... I like laying on the couch watching SVU.
I like having
That
sex.
is admittedly fun. What?
We don't have sex.
What was that now?
We do not have sex. I was.
This is good that you bring this up though, because I have like long blackout periods, like in my memory from the last couple months, and that would explain that.
Oh, I just assumed that was your burgeoning alcoholism.
Oh, sick burn. It's your turn to ask a question.
No, I just asked it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting when you ask the questions.
Yes, I see that.
New question. What do you consider your greatest achievement?
I recently spoke at a conference, and that was a big achievement, so I enjoyed that. Getting this podcast noticed by Eric McCormick was a huge achievement.
Hi, Eric. Are you watching?
I hope you're watching.
That sounds creepy. Now we sound like stalkers. We're not stalkers.
I am not a stalker.
We asked the police to confirm.
I'm not a stalker! Yep. Conference, Eric McCormick. I lived in England for 4 months, so that was pretty cool.
You did it.
Accomplishments. Flip, flip, flip. What happens when one of us gets sick?
They get the other one sick.
Yeah.
But really what happens is that, I think usually you get sick first.
Uh-huh.
And then you pretend that you're not sick.
I'm not
the
sick.
entire time you're sick. Because you're a child who has never learned to be sick.
I'm Leslie, no.
And then I'm really nice to you. And then I get sick. And then you're also sick. And then when I'm still sick, you're better. And then you are just kind of ignoring me so that you don't get sick again. Because you've never been sick the whole time.
I've never been sick. I have never been sick in my entire life.
This is what I live with.
One time when Matthew was really sick, I went out with our friend Ryan, and we went and got kind of drunk on tiki drinks, and then we came back, and we were sitting in the kitchen patting the cat and eating Cheez-Its, and both of us kept being like, shh, we can't wake Matthew, but we had apparently totally woken him.
Yeah, you totally woke me up. Because you were drunk and loud.
And eating Cheez-Its.
And eating Cheez-Its. But I didn't want any. Alright, what do you consider the most overrated virtue?
Virginity. Or patience. I'm really bad at patience.
Yeah, we know.
But yeah, virginity's not like a thing. It's a social construct, and I don't like it. It's dumb.
You just have a general hatred for social constructs in general.
I do. Including gender.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what is one thing you didn't notice about me until we were roommates?
I didn't know, like, what you ate, like, on a regular basis. Like, whenever we hung out, like, before, like, I would go to Madison and then we'd get, like, food, or, like, we'd have something, like, quick at the apartment. But, like, sometimes you just, like, make a big pot of, like, rice and beans.
Yeah.
And, like, that's just weird to me that people do that. Like, you're just like, oh, just putting it in the rice, and then I'm putting it in the beans, and oh, now it looks like orange and brown sludge with beans in it. I don't like it, obviously.
Matthew doesn't like beans.
But also, then, like, you just, like, make toast a lot.
I don't make that much toast.
You make a lot of toast for a grown person who doesn't eat breakfast.
Toast is delicious. It's okay. One of my old roommates told me that they didn't realize I ate so much soup.
You eat a lot of soup, yeah.
So...
I'm trying to think of, like, other weird things you eat. You just, like, mainline Dr. Pepper, or, like, Colonel Thunder, or whatever the generic is called.
I'm very cheap, so I buy a lot of generics, including this one, which is Dr. Thunder.
Oh, it is Dr. Thunder, not Colonel Thunder.
It's Dr. Thunder.
I guess that's probably the main thing I didn't know about you.
Mm.
Also, you're a raging bitch. Love you.
Friendship.
Okay, I got one last serious question here.
Okay.
How would you like to die?
Suicide. The end.
Okay,
Not actually.
really?
That's a terrible answer to that. I'm sorry. This is a joke about my own struggles with suicidality. Don't take me for real. I don't know. Like, maybe, like, I would either like to die, like, as an old person who just, like, kind of, like, drifts off in my sleep. Or, like, I want to die doing something super badass. Like, I want to get, like, gored by a rhino. Like, I'm on safari and I'm doing something really cool and I'm gored by a rhino.
I can't even imagine you on safari.
Or, like, I'm, like, protesting something really, like, important and cool and then I get shot, like, and be, like, martyred. Like, Yeah.
You'd be a great martyr.
Fuck yeah!
You're a martyr when you're alive, too, so it would definitely translate to when you're dead. Well, I'm glad that you only want deaths that are very far away.
Yes.
Because you're a good roommate. You always pay rent.
I do pay the rent. So has being roommates helped or hurt your relationship? With me.
Oh, I thought you meant with myself.
No, with me.
It's definitely hurt my relationship with myself.
Oh,
Just how that alone time just goes away. No, I think it's, I think, as we've talked about on the podcast, I think our lives have been a bit of a roller coaster since we started living together. I think probably yelling at each other at the wrong bus stop in Toronto was probably a low point. See, also, the less than 5 times we've been sitting on the floor crying, screaming at each other. Less than 5.
Less than 5. But there was that one time that we weren't at a bus stop, but we were outside of a Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah, that one was really bad. But no, I think in the aggregate it's been really good.
Yeah.
I think it's helped us be, kind of like I mentioned earlier, it's helped us be a little bit more self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
It's helped us realize what some of our own personal flaws are.
Yes.
It's helped us realize, oh my god, what am I trying to think of?
I don't know. It's helped me to learn that Matthew's memory is terrible.
So I think then that it's been a good thing in the aggregate. I mean, I think you would agree?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, also, if we weren't living together, we probably wouldn't have started the podcast.
True. So for you guys, it's been very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like living with you.
Yeah.
You're a good roommate. I've had a lot of roommates who, like, we don't ever talk or hang out, and so then it gets kind of weird when you try to hang out.
Right.
Like, the only thing that's, like, almost, like, reverse weird is that Matthew and I, like, can't show cheat on each other.
Yes, it's true. We're not good at that.
Like, we have to watch things at the same time.
And it's hard to get used to, like, asking for alone time again instead of just taking it.
Yes.
That's definitely been a big adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
Because with, like, all the other roommates I've had, I've just been like, okay, I'm just gonna go to my room, and then just, like, go into my room.
Yep.
But, like, now, like, neither of us really spend much time in our own rooms because we're, like, friends.
Yeah. Also, we don't have anyone to have sex with.
That's also true.
Unless you want to change that.
No, please. Oh, God. This has been another couple podcast. Goodbye. But thanks so much for listening to this.
Yeah, thanks for listening and for watching.
Yeah. We will be back in a couple weeks with some new audio podcasts. We can't do this every week.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Yeah. We'd probably get really good at it after a while, though.
Probably, but I don't really want to become a YouTuber because then people might notice how often I change my hair color.
Yeah, that would be weird to notice how often you change your hair color.
It's often.
Well, thanks so much for listening.
Yeah.
Up next is season 3 of Will and Grace. Ooh, it's red. Very sensual. I don't know what happens in season 3. Tess does.
I do.
Apparently everyone just kind of like gets up on each other's booty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on there?
Anyways, thanks so much for watching this.
Yeah, this has been really fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yes, maybe next time with like a real tripod, not with a book tripod.
Yeah, well, they can't see that.
I mean, you posted a picture of it on Twitter.
There.
See what I have to live with?
Oh well. So, as we talked about earlier, we're going to take a couple weeks off.
Yep.
So, you won't see anything from us for a little while.
But we'll be back in April.
Yep. So, stay tuned to our Twitter and our other social media feeds, and we will hope to see you soon.
All right.
Thanks for watching us.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
So, once again, I'm Matthew.
I'm Tess.
And this has been Not a Couple.
Bye-bye.